I'm back. Alright. Alright, let's take this helmet off here. Well, after waiting all summer long for the pecans to be ready to pick off that tree, guess what? The squirrel beat me to it. Yeah, the squirrel picked all the pecans off the tree. So, plan B. And I'm actually running a couple weeks behind. I should have had the season finale for season 2 a week or two ago, because we're running into the fall season. So, that being said, you can go out and get yourself some pumpkins and then scrape out the insides and enjoy some pumpkin seeds. Now I'm being serious. Okay. Pumpkin seeds are packed with antioxidants and nutrition and vitamin K. Vitamin K is important in helping wounds heal. I don't have any injuries, I'm just saying. Vitamin K is important in helping wounds heal, and also pumpkin seeds are high in zinc, which is a mineral that helps the immune system fight bacteria and viruses. Also, an excellent source of phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium. Calcium, of course, improves bone density. Pumpkin seeds have been shown to improve heart health and may even protect against certain types of cancer. These statements may or may not have been medically proven. Okay. And this, of course, is pine needle tea, my favorite of the season. So, okay, before I move on, I just want to share some encouraging words, because I'm not sure that I've really done that enough throughout the season. Part of the season I got pretty silly when I was doing the comical sketches, trying to recreate some of the scenes from the Home Alone movie, for instance, when I threw myself down that attic ladder. That wasn't as much acting as you thought. My back was actually pretty sore after that. That's why you didn't see me doing any somersaults for a while. So, here's some serious words of encouragement. James 1 verse 12 says, "Blessed is the man who endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to them who love him." And Hebrews 10 verse 36, "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye may receive the promise." It's the crown of life, as I just mentioned. And Romans 3 verse 4, "Not only so, but we glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope." Never lose hope. There's always hope for tomorrow. All right, let's take a closer look. Now put a magnifying lens to a microscope, then attach a pair of binoculars to a mirror funnel, attach that to a telescope, maybe another magnifying lens, and then shine a laser through a prism. Wait, I meant a beam of light that's in the world of darkness. That's what we should be like. All right, that may not have been the best freestyle, but I tried. Anyways, if you saw the original season 1, back then it was just called Prepping for the Apocalypse. A lot of that was in hold on. Man, I'm going to need to relocate. There's too much traffic right here. I don't know if they're looking for me or they're escaping something. There's a lot going on in the world right now, if you didn't know. You should really pay attention to what's going on in the world around you, not just in your phone. Anyways, as I was saying, in the original season, I did a lot of digging in the dirt, a lot of stomping on sandbags and tromping through the woods and things like that. And these were the shoes from that original season. If you can see, look how worn thin the bottom of those are. Look at that. They're worn down to the nubs. They've absorbed lots of dirt and dust. So, before I continue on with season 3, God willing, I thought it might be a good idea to get a new pair of shoes. Now, these are the safety shoes that I originally ordered. You can order these online. They're called indestructible shoes. Indestructible shoes. They are pretty much virtually indestructible. You can set them on fire, you can jump on nails, you can smash bottles. I kicked a glass bottle just this morning. It smashed very easily with these steel tip toes. It's not just a steel tip, but it also Anyways, as I was saying, not only do these have a steel toe, these also have the steel mesh that go over those, so you could stab it with a knife. They're pretty much indestructible. And then this bottom right here is designed, it can absorb impact. It can step on nails up to a certain degree, you know what I mean? But as you can see, this is what the tread looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. So So I'm happy to have some new shoes. Airplanes always circling around. But do you think that's a coincidence now? Not just at this location either. Alright, anyways, as I was about to say, these are the shoes that I've been wearing for season 2. They're waterproof, they also have steel toes, and as you can see, the tread is very durable, good for jumping on rocks and things like that. Like when I went under the creek down there at Dragonfly Falls to do the water collection and purification episode. In the intro, I wanted to make sure I had some waterproof, durable shoes. However, if you're walking through the mud and you're trying not to be tracked, then you better cover up those shoes because they leave all kinds of tread. Whereas the ones that I just showed you earlier, they're indestructible ones, that light foam is designed to walk like a ninja. And that's a hint, hint, wink, wink. Okay, so if you're wearing shoes like these, with the thick tread that digs into the mud and dirt like I just mentioned, and you don't want people to follow you as you're tracking, you can wrap a bandana or a towel or a shirt or something around them. Or a grocery bag, perhaps, although that would make noise. A grocery bag is also another way to waterproof a regular pair of shoes if you had to walk through some light water. And if you want to keep your pants dry up to your waist, you can wrap a trash bag around your legs, and that's another way that you can walk through a creek. And that's a good way to avoid having your footprints, unless they leave tracks in the mud of the creek, perhaps, depending on who's following you. But in this day and age, it's not just people, it's the drones and the robots that you got to watch out for. People don't talk about robots, but all that stuff that was quote-unquote prophesied or whatever in the Terminator movies is becoming a reality. We seem to be living in a fictional movie. And I'm being serious, man. Alright, so along with having a good, durable pair of shoes, granola bars are also good. I mean, look at the solid packaging on that. That's water resistant, weatherproof. It's designed to survive kayaking and adventuring. Granola is good for you. Anyways, besides having a good, sturdy, waterproof pair of steel-toed shoes, you want to have a nice pair of thick socks that are durable. And you want to make sure to switch out your socks periodically. And just in case, I suggest you keep some antifungal cream. When you switch out your socks, you want to clean them and rub some of this antifungal, antibacterial, anti-athlete's foot cream between your toes. Okay. I think I got a little bit off track talking about feet. Sorry about that. And if you notice, the camouflage paint is starting to rub off on the sides right here. So originally they were shiny metal. I didn't want that shine, so I painted over them, but now it's starting to rub off, so I'm going to have to repaint them again. Hey, speaking of painting, one of the things I also did while I was off, as I was saying, one of the things I did while I was off camera was camouflage paint this water jug right here. Okay. Basically just painted it green and brown. Nothing real, no fancy design, just something to blend in with the trees. Originally it was white, kind of a clear through, but you want to cover it to protect it from the sun so it doesn't grow bacteria inside the water. And here's the water splatter like that. All right. Okay, and also another thing that I did, I had this. These come in clear. Actually, it was white plastic, so I painted over that. This is usually used for spraying pesticide on your yard or whatever, but you fill this up with water, it holds a gallon. You can find a way to strap it on your back, and after you pump it a few times, whoops, and you pump, I didn't mean to release the pressure, but you pump it a few times. In case you didn't know, it's kind of odd, just anyways, you pump it a few times, you got the spray mechanism right here. As you see, you can take a shower with that with trees. Just a couple things I've been working on while I was off camera. Speaking of trees, to the trees! Now you want to watch out for sharp spikes like that, sharp thorns. Yes, those are just as sharp as they look. Alright, so anyways, that's just a couple of things I've been working on while I was off camera. Thinking about what to do for season 3. Of course, that's God willing. This should actually be the season premiere, the episode 1 of season 3, and we're still working on the season finale. I don't feel like this is much of a finale. Whee! You know what I mean? I actually had something better in mind for this episode, but that did not happen today. So instead, eat some pumpkin seeds while I think about it. By the way, if you didn't already know, don't throw away the rest of the pumpkin. You can use that to make a pie. Pumpkin pie. You may have heard of it. It's pretty good. Maybe in the second half of this, I'll see about making a pumpkin pie over an open fire. Or at least make some roasted pumpkin seeds. They are pretty good. Pumpkin seeds. Save the rest for later. So there's a lot going on in the world, prophetically speaking. Most recently, there's been, I think it was either 3, maybe 5 unblemished red heifers that have been sent to Jerusalem. If you don't know about how they fall into Bible prophecy, but a lot of it hinges on the building of the 3rd Jewish temple. And in order to do that, they have to cleanse themselves with this blood sacrifice ritual of an unblemished red heifer that has to be over 2 years in age. And these heifers are rabbi approved, so to speak. And then once they build the temple, they're going to start resuming their sacrifices, and eventually the Antichrist is going to reveal himself when he jumps in and stops, says, no, y'all can't do these animal sacrifices anymore. So from that approach, he's going to have the world side and saying, yeah, man, they're being cruel to those animals. Stop doing that, right? Obviously, I mean, yeah, stop killing those animals, right? It also says when they talk of peace, sudden devastation will come. I'm paraphrasing, of course. These are not direct, accurate quotes. I need to have my Bible out and read actual scriptures to you if you want to hear about it. Maybe that's what I'll do in the second half, or periodically throughout season 3, if God willing there is a season 3, because there's a lot happening in the world right now if you've not been paying attention. A lot of stress and a lot of tension. That's why I tried to lighten things up a little bit with some comedy in some of these episodes, but in season 3 it's going to be all seriousness. I might do some periodic episodes of Adventures of Camouflage Man where I dress up like this, you know, but unless I really need to, I'm not going to be running around with elbow pads everywhere I go, because it does attract a lot of attention. I have been followed around by airplanes. That's why I am hiding out in the trees. But it's good practice. So as always, stay safe, be careful, and God bless you.